Good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Is my voice clear? Please give response. Hello. Madhuri. Hello. Madhuri Bagal.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Is
sir.
my
Voice
voice
is clear.
clear? Voice is clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So from today onwards, we'll be starting the revision. So for those students who have missed the lectures, who haven't attended the lectures, or by some reason they have not uh, attended the lectures and being absent. And second most important thing is that you will get a revision. Those who have understood it, they'll get a revision of Internet of Things, as it is going to be, as it is a very hot topic going on today in the market scenario. And this will be a very interesting again to start, so that you can come to know the things which you have missed around. So we'll start. It will be little speedy presentation, so that we can finish as much as a revision of the points that can be finished. So as we know that it is having 3 lectures, and tutorial is 1 hour tutorial per week. So almost we can say that there are 8 tutorials around which we are writing. Out of which that 6 tutorials have been uploaded by yourself from your side, and those who have not uploaded, still they have a chance to upload it, because ultimately the marks will be on the basis of attendance and tutorials. Then you know that there is an end sem examination of 70 marks. Then we have 2 ISEs, ISE 1 and ISE 2 of uh, of 30 marks. Then we have a term work called as ICA, 25 marks, and online exam that is of 25 marks. So we have got this kind of examination scheme. So you know my introduction. So I'm Dr. Kale. Teaching experience is around about 17, and published a number of papers in the conferences as well as in the journals. This thing will skip, because as we be knowing the program's outcomes, and as well as the objectives, outcomes, and program specific outcomes which we have already seen. We'll directly move towards the syllabus, as well as on the course title, what Internet of Things means. So if you divide these things into 2 ways, there is one is internet and second is things. So we'll understand what internet means and what thing means. And when we join these words together, what does actually it mean? So internet is nothing but the system architecture that has been revolutionized communication and methods by allowing various computer networks around the world to connect. So all the computer networks around the world are interconnected with each other to communicate with each other, is nothing but internet. Now, second is things, the physical object called as things. It may be called as a person, it may be called as an idea. So, the physical objects may be a thing, may be a person, may be an idea. And when we define the Internet of Things together, it is the network of physical objects or a person called as things that are embedded with software, electronics, network, and sensors that allow these objects to collect and exchange the data is called as Internet of Things. Once again, I'll define this Internet of Things. It is the network of physical objects or a person called as things that are embedded with software, electronics, network, and sensors that allow these objects to collect and exchange the data. So it directly, what we can say is that when the objects start talking with each other, start communicating with each other, these are called as Internet of Things. When they talk or communicate with each other, they exchange and they collect and exchange the data within themselves, and that is called as the Internet of Things. So what is the importance of this course? As we know that the increase in production uptime and reduced the operational risk, the Internet of Things for industries enable you to connect, analyze the data from the connected asset, peoples and places to deliver actionable insights in an industrial environment. Connect devices across multiply protocols and standards, merge data streams and optimize acquired data for the relevancy and context. So we can collect so much of data from the devices that they can be easily analyzed to take a firm decision. Implement rigorous security standards to protect the data at rest and in motion. Apply detailed access controls and monitor for the malicious behavior. Discover how to improve industrial operations, enhance enterprise workspaces, and connect devices across the wide areas. So, this is the importance of the Internet of Things. Then, the course objective, as we know, that to make student aware of different components of IoT, then architecture of Cortex M3 ARM microcontroller, study interfacing of different peripherals with microcontroller, can learn different communication technologies and application protocols used in IoT, and to introduce to the students different cloud platforms for IoT. So these are the course objectives, these are the course outcomes. Student can elaborate different components of IoT systems. Student can describe the architecture of Cortex M3 processor. Student can write interfacing programs for different applications. Student can describe different communication technologies and application protocols. Student can elaborate different cloud platforms of IoT. So these are the six chapters. One is introduction to IoT, embedded systems for the IoT, then introduction to ARM, then communication technologies for IoT. Fifth is internet connectivity principles and application protocols for IoT. And sixth is the cloud platforms for IoT. So these are the six units that we are going to revise. So these are some of the interesting textbooks that are been there. So Internet of Things by Raj Kamal, the definitive guide to the ARM Cortex M3 by Joseph, Internet of Things for Architect, that is Perilia, Analytics for the Internet of Things by Andrew Minter. Then the title of the books for the reference books which you can study is Internet of Things, Architecture, Algorithm and Methodologies, Dimitros Serpanos, MQTT Essentials, a lightweight IoT protocol. So special book is there on by Gaston Hiller. Then Mastering Internet of Things, Design and Create Your Own IoT Applications Using Raspberry Pi 3 by Peter Weher. Designing Embedded Systems and Internet of Things with ARM, that is Perixio, is other reference books. So these are some of the textbooks and reference books. So by definition, we can give a definition to this Internet of Things. It is highly distributed network of smart objects embedded with the electronic sensors, actuators and softwares, each capable of dynamically generating, analyzing and communicating intelligence that can be used to increase the operational efficiency and power new business models and make life more easier and comfortable. So that is by definition Internet of Things. So once again, I will define it. It is a highly distributed network. So it is a network, distributed network of what? Smart objects. So why smart objects? Because they can talk with each other. And how these smart objects are smarter? Because of the embedded with electronic sensors, actuators and softwares, each of capable of dynamically generating, analyzing and communicating intelligence that can be used to increase the operational efficiency and power new business models and make life more easier and comfortable. So actually, it is a highly distributed network of smart objects embedded with the intelligent communications, communicating intelligence. That is what, in a simple line, we can say. What is the goal of IoT? The goal of IoT is to extend the internet connectivity from standard devices like mobile, computers, etc. Now we'll go with the introduction of IoT. So we know, we have seen what is what is an IoT. It is nothing but Internet of Things. Now IoT makes virtually everything smart by improving aspects of your life with the power of data collection, AI algorithm, and networking. So it could be said that when we are moving towards Industrial 4.0, which we have already seen in some of the lectures, so we are in the internet era where the Industry 4.0 is coming. And when this Industry 4.0 is coming, the IoT is going to be very important, as it is help you to virtually connect all the smart devices together for the data collection. And using artificial intelligence algorithms, machine learning, and networkings together, you can you can exchange the data between themselves, between these smarter devices. And for that thing, actually, Internet of Things, that is IoT, plays a very crucial role. Over 9 billion things, physical objects, are currently connected to the internet. So at the moment, if we see that how many objects or how many things are connected with each other, obviously these things are smart things which are embedded with different sensors, actuators, networking, and all those things. So if we say that the IoT is nothing but the in which you have number of smart objects connected with, exchanging the information, analyzing the information, and how many objects are been talking with each other, how many objects are communicating with each other. So that is nothing but 9 billion things or physical objects on the ideas, they are communicating with each other. Things in the IoT sense is the mixture of hardware, software, data, and services. So what are the things? These things are nothing but the hardware, software, data, and services. And because of these things, the hardware or the software or the objects can talk to each other. Simply put this in a concept of basically connecting any device with on and off switch to the internet. So these objects are connected in such a way, like there is an on and off switch, like an on and off switch to the internet, through which they can talk to each other. So internet will be acting as a switch between these two devices. If the internet is off, at that time these devices will disconnected or will not communicate with each other. So simply it's like an devices talking to each other with the help of internet. So internet is going to be the most important thing. So IoT includes everything from the cell phones, from coffee makers, washing machines, headphones, lamps, wearable devices, and almost everything else you can think of. So almost every devices you can think of. The best example is that the IoT is can be used in the smart automation, home automation, smart home automation, in which you can turn on and off all the devices in the house, such as it may be light, fans, tubes, even washing machines, even your freeze. All these machines can be turned on and off with the help of IoT. So even you can turn on and off your speakers, your TV. All these things, these things can be connected through internet. I'm using the concept of IoT, can be turned on and off. So that is also very very crucial concept of IoT that will help you to turn on and off of the devices. The connectivity, networking, and communication protocols used with these web enabled devices largely depends on specific IoT applications deployed. So the connectivity, networking, and communication protocols used with these web enabled devices depends on specific IoT applications. So depending upon the IoT application deploying, these things are connected. So the choice or the selection of these networking or communication protocols depends upon the applications. IoT can also make use of artificial intelligence, machine learning to aid in making data collecting process easier and more dynamic. So as I've said that Industry 4.0 is coming into the picture, so artificial intelligence, machine learning, will make the things much more easier, because the data collection can become very easier and dynamic. So once you collect the data, the analysis can be very much easier, and once you can make analysis of the data, you can reach to a specific decision very easily. The IoT actually means taking all the things in the world and connecting them to the internet. So as I have already said, that all the objects or things or the ideas, they are connected with the help of internet. That is nothing but IoT. When something is connected to internet, that means it can send information or receive information or both. So obviously when two objects are will be talking to each other, that means they are communicating with each other. That means they can exchange the information between them and each other. That means they can transmit or receive the information, or both they can do it. So the ability to send or receive the information makes things smart, and smarter is always better. So by receiving or by transmitting the information or communicating the information with each other, the things becomes smarter. IoT is all about well being informed to make timely and better decisions. See, when you analyze the data, so much of huge data you can analyze for a particular concept, then it becomes very much easier to take a very timely as well as better decisions. So that makes IoT more flexible. Now, examples of IoT, you can take a lot of examples, like an street light, smart street light, or it could be the smart home automation. There are numerous applications or examples of IoT where you can use. So let us, in this case, we take a street light. Suppose there is a street light in a city, which can be made function like living an entity. So you have a street light in the city, and they will be like a living entities. How they can be like a living entities? Through sensing and computing. So they can sense the data and compute the data using what embedded systems that can communicate and interact through central control and command station through internet. So centrally, if I want to say that there is a street in which there is a street light. So on one side, street light group is about, suppose, 32 street lights, and the other side there is an 32 street lights. So on both the sides, these 32 street lights will be connected to the, they will send the information to the main central control and command station with the help of internet. And once you get an information there, it can be turned on and off depending upon the decision that has been taken at the central control command station, and that is obviously going to happen through the internet only. So as I said, that assuming each light in a group of 32 street lights comprises of sensing, computing, and communication. So they can sense, compute, as well as communicate with each other with the help of these 32 street lights. Each group connect to the controller through Zigbee or Bluetooth. So these groups, how each these groups are going to communicate with each other? These groups can communicate with each other through different communication technologies like Zigbee or Bluetooth. Each controller further is connected to the central command control station through internet. So as I said, that they will be connected to a specific controller, and from there they will be connected to the central computer. So all the data can be analyzed there at the central control and command station, and that too with the help of internet. Now this is the IoT reference model by Cisco, which has been proposed. This is an IoT reference model which has been proposed by Cisco. So the first layer is the physical device and controller layer, which we can say as a things, that may be sensors, devices, machines, intelligent edge nodes, and of all the types. So whatever the sensors, actuators you have been which will be connected, all these comes into this physical devices and controllers. Second one is the connectivity. So here we'll be having the communication technologies and processing unit. And then the third one is the edge computing. Here the data element analysis and transformation takes place. In the fourth, there is a data accumulation, that is for the storage purpose. So the data element analysis and after transformation, there is a storage purpose. Then data abstraction, where aggregation and accessing of the data takes place. For sixth one is the application, where the reporting, analytics, and control can take place. And then the collaboration and process, that is involving people and business processes. So the center part will be the collaboration of all the involvement of the people and businesses in order to process it. So all these things, these are the 7 layers which have been proposed by the IoT reference model given by the Cisco. So right from the physical devices and controllers to the collaboration and processes, each and every layer, each and every level plays an important role and crucial role. This is the IoT conceptual framework. So it could be divided into 3 ways. The first is the physical object plus the controller, sensors, and actuators, and then with the internet, it is called the IoT, that is umbrella. That is the physical object, right? So all these objects are will be connected. So the physical objects, you have a controller, sensors, and actuators, and then the internet. Then second will be gather the data, enrich the data, stream the data, manage the data, acquire the data, and then organize it. So this is the IoT data center and enterprises. So where you can have the data organization done very properly. Then the third one is the to gather, to consolidate, to connect, then to collect, assemble, and manage. This is nothing but the Internet of Things. That is the cloud of services. So gathering, consolidating, connecting, collecting, assembling, and managing. This is nothing but the cloud of services. These are the IoT conceptual framework. And in the next section, we'll be seeing the IoT architecture in detail afterward. This is just an brief diagram, which will be which will give you an idea that how the things are connected in the way the architecture is defined. So you can see that there are sensors and controllers, which is the first level, and after that there will be a gateway. So IoT gateway, then there is a sensors and sensors and controllers, then IoT gateways, which are connected to the internet through LAN, WAN, and MAN, all networking. And this is the way the IoT is going to work. So obviously, internet gateways, all these things are going to play an important role. So I hope that this first unit is clear. I would like to say that there are 6 units. This third unit will take a little bit in more depth. We'll go in depth about that. So this is the okay. So take an attendance. We'll take attendance. Roll number one. Roll number 1, 2, 3. Roll number 4. Hello. Roll number 5. Hello.
Yes, sir.
5. Roll number 6.
Yes, sir.
7.
Yes, sir.
8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
Present, sir.
15. 16.
Yes, sir.
17. 18.
Present, sir.
19.
Yes, sir.
20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31,
Present, sir.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43,
Present, sir.
44, 45, 46, 47, 48,
Yes, sir.
49, 50, 51, 52, 53,
Yes, sir.
54,
Yes, sir.
55,
Present, sir.
56, 57, 58, 59, 60,
Yes, sir.
61, 62.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I request to the student that they should attend lectures because this will be a complete revision for them. So those who have not attended, especially for those students, they can attend it and they can get the things which they have might have lost. So I do feel so all should attend these lectures so that they will have a revision, as well as those who have not attended, they can attend it and get the things. Okay, right. So we'll take the next lecture in the next. Okay, thank you.